It is time for another Alliance War. It is Season 54 and 4 enters this season with back-to-back finishes in the Masters bracket. With the Sugar Pill and Decay tactics returning, 4 is ready to dominate the battlefield once more. The competition will be fierce, but with precision and teamwork, we are poised to take on the best the multiverse has to offer. It's game time. Let's get ready to fight. Hey everyone, welcome back. It is War number 4 of Alliance War Season 54, and this time 4 is up against LOXC. Unfortunately, I had some technical issues with the recording of this war, so I don't have the actual gameplay from my fights to share with you. But don't worry, I'll still walk you through each fight, give you a quick breakdown of what happened, and then jump into the results. After that, I'll show some fights from my mini account to round things out. Thanks for sticking with me, and let's dive in. 4 versus LOXC starts now. Okay, for this war, I did have the team of moleman, deathlesskinggroot, and kinggroot. I brought kinggroot for the synergy, gives 4% extra health, 4% extra damage. I'm on path 4 the whole way, both section 1 and section 2. This first fight up was against a void, and this is the one I wish I had to show you. It's only a rank 2, but this fight took 10 seconds. It was parry heavy, let him hit into my block, get a couple hits in, throw the special 2, and he melted. All right, this next fight on node 13 was the reason I brought in deathlesskinggroot. It is a killmonger that is actually placed here. It was a rank 3. And, kind of went in with a plan. I was going to have the power start 1 on from the first fight. And I was just going to parry, get a couple hits in, throw my special 1 to remove his armors, and then throw special 1s or special 2s depending on where things got. I was going to have permanent armor break on him. Wasn't going to really have to worry about the reverb or anything like that. Ended up finishing this fight with a full yellow. Now this next fight wasn't nearly as fun. I did use moleman and did the standard moleman. Hey, we're going to do power start 1, parry heavy, let him hit into our block, throw the special 2. What I didn't account for on this node was Nefaria. He's going to put 2 debuffs on me in addition to the debuffs I get from the node, which made him unblockable. Let's just say I am very glad I brought the kinggroot synergy in for that extra 4% health. I finished this fight with 4% health. It was close, it was ugly, and I'm just glad I stuck with it and was able to get it down. So after dumping a bunch of heals into moleman, this is a fight you've seen me take before. Really, it was on the node before, on node 22, but same fight really on node 31. This is against Null, and really the plan here is back away at the beginning, let his debuffs fall off, parry heavy, get to the special 2, drop the special 2, which I did in this case. Didn't quite finish him off. Got, had the skill power backs on, got back to a special 2, dropped it, finished him off. He didn't throw a special. Finished that fight pretty clean and pretty quickly. That's it for war number 4, and I'm happy to say 4 got the win. We improved to 2-2 on the season, which feels great as we start to build some momentum. As for me, I'm still deathless on the season, but let's keep it real. I've only had 12 fights so far. It's not like I'm taking 6 to 8 fights of war, but hey, clean fights are clean fights. Up next, I'll be showing you some actual gameplay footage from my mini account fights, so stick around if you're interested in those. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, feel free to subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. Let's keep this streak going. Until the next one, take care all. All right, and since I failed to record the fights on my main, I'm going to give the voiceover on these as well. So, first fight up, I'm on path 6, like always on the mini account. That's my assigned path. I've got Tigra. Decided I was going to bring Luke Cage. Just really kind of enjoying playing him, trying to get to, play him a little bit better, figure out the best ways and the ultimate combos and things like that to do with him. Really comes down to, at least for me, it is just Luke Smash. It is just 5-hit combos, throw a special 2, finish her off. That was a very, very quick, takedown of a Tigra. Took about 25 seconds. Not too bad for just a regular rank 5 Luke Cage, not even ascended. So I'm going to be using him again here on this Rintra. Should be a little bit tougher fight. It is a bigger health pool on this Rintra. It is ascended, and Rintra can be tricky from time to time. So really the main thing here I'm looking at is his charges that are up there. Just want to keep them below 10. So he's going to throw his special 1. I want to heavy counter his special 1s. The heavy does a decent amount of damage there. It was a 28k heavy, which was very nice. And as long as he's throwing special 1s and I'm able to heavy, not much to worry about in this fight. So we've got him down to 3 charges here. We're going to hit him a couple times. We're going to drop a big chunky special 2. He's already down to 37%, and we're 30 seconds in. He does decide that he doesn't want to throw specials for a little bit there. Gets another one off. I'm going to heavy counter. You know, didn't really need to there. He's at 0 charges now. He's got 2 concussions on him. He's not gaining any charges. I can pretty much just do whatever I want. So I decide, you know what? Let's see if we can finish him off. And we do. So another pretty quick fight on a big chunky champ that normally takes a little bit of time to clear out. So now we're going to jump ahead and move up to path 6 in section 2. And there we go. First fight up here is going to be the Storm Pyramid X. I've taken this fight before. This is a fairly common placement. I'm going to be using Iron Man Infinity War. I do throw on a Power Start 1. I just feel a little bit more comfortable using the Power Start 1. It's not really needed with Storm Pyramid X. I'm very comfortable dexing her specials. Even if, she did go on blockable, I could block it if need be. But, I've got them. Might as well use them. So, plan, here we go. We're going to throw the SP1. We're going to remove her prowess, get a couple armor breaks on there. Now we just need her to throw her special. She does. We just really now just trying to keep the prowess off. Just in case something should happen and I would get hit. Not really expecting it. Now she doesn't have her Tempest up, so I'm able to hit her without any glancing, which is really, really nice. I get some big hits in there when she doesn't have the Tempest up. Now it's back up there. It's the ice one, so they're still not glancing until I knock her down again. When I knock her down again, I'll start glancing. And now, there we go. You can see there the glancing. Didn't knock her down, but, it started to kind of creep in there. And now we're back with some of the glancing. Didn't get a whole lot of glancing in there, but just enough to slow it down a little bit. But still, I'm pleased with the speed I'm going through these fights. Now, I did bring in Onslaught for this. And before anybody butchers me in the comments, I am not an Onslaught player, and you'll see that in this fight and the next one. I could not get the spacing on this, so, I just kind of decided, you know what? I'm just going to nuke them. I'm just going to take them down. I'm not going to worry about the, heavy countering and all that, and it just doesn't work out too well for me. And plus, he didn't really want to throw heavies and things like that at me, so here you can see I dexed back one too many times. I tried. Luckily, I didn't get hit. That was just kind of really, really poor placement. Could have heavy countered there, but, at this point, I'm just saying the heck with it. He's going down quick enough. Let's just do it without doing anything stupid, because I am going to be using Onslaught for one more fight, and would really don't want to have to put a whole lot of health in there. There, that one felt a little comfortable. Was able to get that one off. Got the pause on there. Here, I didn't try it. I do go into a striker so I can get the special, get another pause on there, sorry. And now I can drop a special 2, get a few degens on there, and let those things go to work. All right, that finishes really the path fights. You're going to see me drop a little bit of a heal on him here just to kind of top him up a little bit. Don't go quite to max, get pretty darn close, because I've got a Korg mini that I'm going to take coming up next. And if you guys know me, you know I do not like fighting Korg, and this fight will kind of show you why. So we're going to drop an energy refill so we can move to this node. You'll see me drop another one here in a minute. And, it is really, this kind of shows why I do not like fighting Korg. Let's get loaded in here. Okay, so in this fight, I do try to pause the neuros on there every once in a while. And it just doesn't go very well. Plus, he wanted to really throw his special ones. And I kind of forgot on this node about the Tower Sting. So I did take some sting damage there. I forgot about his power gain when I have a buff kind of removed. For the most part, I am able to get the pauses in there. I do like the range on that. That feels good to me. There you can see the power gain. Now he's unblockable. Now he throws a special. Now, I do get a pause there. So, I'm not terrible at it. Korg at least gives me the openings and the spacing to do it. There, I probably could have gone for another one, but I wanted to get a special 2 in since I had a bunch of neuros up, and I typically don't do that. So at this point in the fight, a minute in, it was good. until right there. I dexed, he gets 3 bars, and I'm sitting here thinking, man, I hope I don't die. That would be a shame. You know, I was doing pretty decent. So there we go. And, you know, he comes out. I wasn't ready. He hits me. You know, there we go. We've got Power Sting on, which I forgot about again. So now we're pretty low in health. You know, we're 11, 12%, something like that. Really hard to tell with the way the bar is. So I'm just kind of going, you know what? Let's just throw some specials. Hope that we get them down. We do get some adrenaline healing. You know, not too bad. Ended up winning the fight. Don't think I use them again in this war. So, you know, all in all, not too bad. I do come back a little bit later. Don't use any more energy refills or anything like that. These fights were still up, and I was like, you know what? I think I can do that future Ant-Man with Luke Cage. Why don't we try it? So, you know, here we go. It's going to be a slow fight, and I'm not going to talk the whole way through it. Kind of the plan here is, you know, just to kind of let Luke Cage be Luke Cage, kind of watching out on the armor buffs on future Ant-Man, just making sure that once he's above 5, I'm only doing 4-hit combos. You know, I do go through this fight, and you'll see that I kind of change up a little bit. Here, you know, you see me dexing all the specials and all that. And what happens when you do that is you end up losing power. So I end up changing that as we go through, because what you're going to see now is now that he's got his armor up, or the armor ups, there we go, I'm not able to do a whole lot with my basic hits, and he's healing a good amount from my exhaustion debuffs that are on him. So I kind of change my mind and say, you know what? And not on this one. I think it's the next one. If you know what? If I block these, I don't get the buff on me, and you know I can gain some power. Okay, maybe the next one. So it's here shortly that I start doing it, and you'll see it. But anyway, so that was kind of the plan. You know, there I finally got a special. I said, what the heck? Let's throw it. Unfortunately, it does put another debuff on him, so he's healing up even more. And it's already a slow fight. You know, at this point in the fight, without him throwing a special one, I'm getting a little worried on time. And, you know, not the worst thing. I kind of doing the mental math, and I still think I can get there. There we go. Nope. So I'm still dexing at this point. And trying to do the mental math and saying to myself, you know, do I have enough time to get him down? You know, he's at roughly 55%. We're less than halfway through the fight. I'm still full yellow bar. He's, you know, going down, but going down slowly. And the other thing, if you've watched any of my videos, you know, I don't like fights that go on forever. They do not make me feel very comfortable. So, you know, anything I can do to speed it up would be great. And here we go. Now I start doing it. So there we are. Roughly about 2 minutes, 40 seconds in. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of dexing. Let him hit into my block a little bit. Let me throw some specials. Let me see if I can get some damage in here somehow. I still dex a couple from time to time. Like you saw the little dex there and there. But, you know, for the most part, at this point, I am just going, you know what? I just want to hit this guy in the face. So, you know, a couple dexes aren't too bad. You'll notice I do lose power there. Here, we just decide, you know what? We're just going to go for it. You know, the heck with this dexing, the heck with playing, you know, bait every special one. I am Luke Cage. I've got an invulnerability built into my kit that I can just kind of sit back and use, and his special 3 is going to give me a chunk of power. So we take this, you'll notice, full yellow bar. So that was all the part of the plan. I kind of intentionally pushed him, and now I can drop a special 2, which doesn't do much. Puts a concussion on him, which is nice. You know, it just, I've decided at this point I'm going to play a little bit more aggressive. I thought I had stopped dexing those special ones. Apparently I didn't. Maybe that was just all in my brain. There we go. That one I didn't dex at all. Stayed fairly close to him so I could counter it. And, you know, didn't lose any power, which was nice. Now I can throw off my striker. Now at this point, we're down to about a minute left. He's 2%. I'm feeling pretty confident. The special 1 will finish him. And there we go. Slow fight. Full yellow bar with Luke Cage, though, which is very, very nice, especially against a future Ant-Man. And, you know, since I came back and I had the energy, I figured, what the heck? Let's take one more fight. So we're going to take on this abs man. We're going to use Luke Cage again. I'm going to drop on a small little energy refill because why not? You know, I've got the units for him. Might as well use them since we're, you know, we're not real heavily boosted. We got a 6-hour boost on. Might as well use it. You know, it was an overflow. So, you know, nothing huge there. And, you know, the plan here, just let Luke Cage be Luke Cage. You know, if you throw special 1's great. If you throw special 2's great. You know, I'm hoping my exhaustion debuffs will let me kind of work around the conflictor a little bit. There you saw me wait a little bit at the beginning. Wanted to kind of wait out the shock mode because I didn't have any debuffs on him yet. So I was going to lose health from him. And I didn't want to lose a whole lot there at the very start. I was going to wait till he was in bleed. Then I could build up some debuffs. We can drop the special 2. And now you can see I can heal up from those debuffs that are on me. And here we just doing some pretty good damage to him already. We got a nice little concussion up there. We let him, you know, switch forms into magma. You notice no healing going on, which is awesome. Here we've got 11 exhaustions on there. You know, when he does get the power gain from the concussion, it's not too bad. We're able to really keep things under control. We're going to drop another big special 2. And that was a really juicy one. That was, you know, well over 100K to finish him off. One of probably my smoother, easier abs man fights. And that's going to wrap up this war, and that's going to wrap up this video. Sorry that the main account didn't record, but hope you enjoyed that just a little bit.